With all of the changes that are coming to Walt Disney World over the coming years, there has been one rumour that has persisted for quite a while now. So let's dive into all of the latest to do with this rumour up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack. This is DSNY Newscast, and let's just get straight into it. As the rumour which I was alluding to at the very beginning in the intro, you've probably already worked out by now, as after all, it was the thumbnail of this video. But the rumours that Indiana Jones was a hot property that Disney were considering on bringing to Disney's Animal Kingdom began last August, when several insider sources all corroborated that it was a proposal that was in the early developmental stages within Imagineering. But since then we haven't heard much more, as often things can be in those early developmental stages and then get later scrapped. But that doesn't seem to be the case here, as insiders who have a very good previous track record have disclosed on the WDW Magic forums that not only is the Indiana Jones retheming of the existing Dinosaur Traction still on the cards, but also that Dinosaur should be closing sometime within 2019 to make way for this transformation. Now, this insider previously was the first one to report on the imminent closure of the Great Movie Ride way back in the summer of 2016, and then in 2017 that closure took place. And so it would certainly make sense that the Dinosaur Traction would close after D23 Expo in 2019, after they make the announcement official, just like they did with the Great Movie Ride turning into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, I just want to address something that I know that an awful lot of people are going to say about this, and that is Indiana Jones doesn't fit within Disney's Animal Kingdom. But here's my perspective on the whole thing. As number one, Disney is all about that synergy between the parks and also the movies nowadays. And since they own the rights to Indiana Jones, and that they have a new Indiana Jones movie coming out in 2020, which begins filming in April of 2019 under Steven Spielberg, Disney will surely be hoping to reboot and re-energize this iconic franchise just like they did with Star Wars back in 2015. And the second point here is that Indiana Jones could easily fit within any one of the existing 4 Disney World parks, depending on what narrative Disney want to tell. As if we're being honest, Avatar doesn't really have the strongest connection to animals, but Pandora, the world of Avatar, has been marketed from the nature and conservation angle, and so, if Disney want to tell a story that involves ancient mythical creatures and Indiana Jones, they will. But according to other sources, this transformation within Animal Kingdom for the Dinosaur Traction won't be a straight clone into that of Indiana Jones' adventure from Disneyland or Tokyo Disney Sea, as despite it using a near identical ride system, it has a slightly different track layout as we can see here. So it's being stated that Disney are going to construct a brand new story altogether for this attraction that might even involve dinosaurs in some subtle way, but I highly doubt that it would play a major role, but instead as some sort of passing story references. And the last interesting thing out of all of this is that the budget for the Indiana Jones project is apparently being split with Disneyland Paris. But we don't know yet what exactly this will mean, so it could just be that the Indy roller coaster could get some slight enhancements in that park. However, all of this at the moment is very fluid, but I still like to bring you all of the latest news and also the rumours on DSNY Newscast and see how this story develops. But now let's move on to some Star Wars news. As first of all, Disney have announced as part of Galactic Nights, which returns on May 27th, that they will be hosting a special Inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge panel with Walt Disney Imagineers, where we'll hopefully learn even more new details about this upcoming land. And I might even consider posting earlier than expected on that week. And in other Star Wars related news, with Solo: A Star Wars Story coming out next week, and with it receiving very positive reviews so far, the movie is now tracking to make $170 million in its opening weekend. But meanwhile, over at Disney California Adventure, it has now been announced that with the grand opening of Pixar Pier set to take place on June 23rd, the nighttime spectacular of World of Color will be returning on June 22nd. However, there is no word as of yet on whether World of Color will feature any more Pixar properties in celebration of Pixar Fest and also Pixar Pier. And lastly for today, we have some rather interesting news regarding the future of Disney attractions. As as recent Disney patent filings indicate that Disney are exploring new ways to bring additional magic to attractions through innovative projection mapping techniques, which sounds an awful lot like what we're going to see with the parallax 3D mapping that is being used for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. However, the main difference here is that this patent could also be used to enhance animatronics, or even make it easier for seasonal overlays to existing attractions, and even add more characters to an existing scene within an attraction. But now, it's over to you, the Waltoniers. I would like to hear your suggestions for how Disney could create a story that would better integrate Indiana Jones into Disney's Animal Kingdom. And also, let me know whether you prefer the idea of Indiana Jones or the dinosaur attraction being left within Disney's Animal Kingdom. And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your suggestion or your comment to be in with a chance to win a DSNY Newscast pin. And congratulations to this Waltonier here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we were talking all about Star Wars Hotel and Galaxy's Edge. But that's all for today, so go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel. Hit that notification icon so that you always receive an update, well, hopefully whenever a DSNY Newscast comes out. And if you enjoyed today's video, give this video a massive thumbs up. As you know what I'm going to say, it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.